Let us begin in stillness. Let us set aside, just for this moment, the weight we carry and the noise that follows us. Here, in this quiet, we are safe. Here, we can breathe. We come into this morning with open hands, asking for nothing but presence, offering nothing but our attention. In this silence, we remember that we are held, that we are seen, that we belong to something greater than our understanding. And so we rest here, even if only for a breath. We give thanks for the gift of waking, for the simple return of consciousness, for the mystery of another day unfolding before us. We are grateful for breath moving in and out, for the rhythm that sustains us without our asking. We give thanks for the body that carries us, imperfect and weary as it may be, still willing to rise and meet the day. For the light that comes, whether we see it or not, we are grateful. For the ground beneath us, solid and steady, we give thanks. For the people who will cross our path today, known and unknown, we offer gratitude in advance. We are thankful for the small mercies we often overlook, the water that quenches, the warmth that comforts, the quiet that restores. We give thanks for memory, for the ability to learn, to grow, to become something more than we were yesterday. And we give thanks even for the struggles we face, knowing that they shape us in ways we cannot yet see. As we move into the hours ahead, we ask for the grace to see clearly, not with judgment, but with honesty, not with fear, but with courage. Help us to recognize what is ours to carry and what we must release. Help us to know the difference between what we can control and what we cannot. Give us the wisdom to see the truth of our own hearts, the places where we are tender, the places where we are strong, the places where we are still learning. We ask for the ability to be gentle with ourselves as we navigate the unknown. We are so often our own harshest critics, quick to condemn, slow to forgive. Teach us the kindness we so freely offer others but withhold from ourselves. Help us to remember that we are human, that we are doing our best, that mistakes are not failures, but lessons. When we stumble today, let us rise without shame. When we fall short, let us try again without despair. We ask for calm in the midst of whatever this day brings. When the noise grows loud, help us to find the quiet center within. When the demands pile high, help us to breathe and take one step at a time. When the unexpected arrives, as it so often does, help us to meet it with steadiness rather than panic. Grant us the grace to move slowly when the world rushes, to pause when everything urges us forward, to listen when we are tempted to speak. We ask for patience, knowing how quickly we lose it, patience with the people who frustrate us, who move too slowly or speak too much, patience with the circumstances we did not choose and cannot change. Patience with the processes that take longer than we hoped, the healing that unfolds in its own time, the answers that do not come when we demand them. Help us to trust the pace of our own becoming. We ask for kindness toward others, especially those we find difficult. Help us to see beyond the surface, to remember that everyone carries burdens we cannot see. Let us offer grace to the person who is short with us, knowing they may be in pain. Let us extend compassion to the one who disappoints us, knowing they are struggling in their own way. Help us to speak with gentleness, to listen with openness, to respond with care. When we are misunderstood, help us not to defend, but to clarify. When we are wronged, help us not to retaliate, but to step back and breathe. Teach us the strength that lives in softness, the power that resides in restraint. We ask for the courage to be present to our own lives, to not numb ourselves or distract ourselves or run from what we feel, to stay with the discomfort when it arises, knowing it will pass, to remain open to joy when it appears, knowing it is a gift. Help us to notice the small things, the ordinary miracles we walk past every day, the way light falls across a room, the sound of a voice we love, the taste of something simple and good, the feeling of being understood, even briefly. Let us not wait for the extraordinary to feel alive. Let us find life here, in the plain and humble moments that make up our days. We ask for clarity in our choices, for wisdom in our decisions. Help us to discern what matters most and to let go of what does not. Give us the courage to say yes when we mean yes and no when we mean no. Help us to honor our limits without guilt, to extend ourselves without resentment. Teach us to give freely, but not at the expense of our own well-being. Show us how to receive with gratitude and without shame. We ask for strength not to dominate or control, but to endure and to love. Strength to face what we fear, strength to hold what is difficult, strength to keep going when we are tired, strength to ask for help when we need it, and strength to offer help when we are able. We carry so much, each of us, and we do not always know how heavy the load is until we set it down. So we ask for moments today when we can rest, when we can release, when we can simply be without striving. Help us to trust that it is enough, that we are enough, even when we accomplish nothing. We ask for peace, not as an escape from reality, but as a way of moving through it. Peace in our minds, which so often race and worry and plan and regret. Peace in our bodies, which hold tension we do not realize we are carrying. Peace in our relationships, which are so easily strained by misunderstanding and unmet expectations. Help us to be peacemakers, not by avoiding conflict, but by entering it with honesty and respect. Help us to speak truth without cruelty, to hold boundaries without hostility, to disagree without division. We ask for hope, not as a naive optimism, but as a quiet trust that we will find our way. When the path is unclear, help us to take the next step anyway. When the future feels uncertain, help us to stay grounded in this moment. When despair creeps in, help us to remember that we have survived before, and we will survive again. Let hope be the thread that connects us to tomorrow, even when today feels overwhelming. As we prepare to step into the day, we ask that we might carry this stillness with us, not as something fragile that will shatter at the first challenge, but as something deep and rooted that sustains us. Help us to return to this quiet center whenever we need it, to remember that it is always here, always available, always waiting. We go forward with gratitude for this time, for this breath, for this life we have been given. We go forward with humility, knowing we do not have all the answers, and that is okay. We go forward with openness, willing to learn, willing to change, willing to be surprised. We go forward with love, imperfect and faltering as it may be, but real and present nonetheless. And we trust that we are not alone, that we are accompanied by something greater, something kind, something that holds us, even when we cannot hold ourselves. May we walk gently through this day. May we meet ourselves and others with compassion. May we find moments of beauty and grace. And may we rest tonight, knowing we did our best. Let it be so.